Do you like the tea?
Oh my god, I always love the tea.
It's Sri Lankan tea. I call it Sri Lankan tea, but it's not actually. I don't know if it is. It's basically it. I mean, it is Sri Lankan tea. So maybe we should just start. And then
Okay, let's
about
just
the
talk.
tea.
Yeah. Okay. No, look, here we are. It's nothing if not consistent with our current like format, which is just like making it up as we go.
Lack thereof.
Lack thereof. Yes. All right. I'm Sarah.
I'm Paige.
And this is Two Pearls in a Pod.
I'm back.
We're back.
I'm now in my little study cave.
Oh my god, I'm still reeling. Like, I feel like it's been so long, and I'm so happy to see you.
Same. I'm so glad, to be able to focus on my real job. which is
talking about knitting?
Yeah, truly.
I mean, like,
no, but also just living. Job. Wait, no, I actually meant knitting.
Okay, yeah. We are meeting on the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. We are very grateful to be here. And we are very grateful to be able to talk about knitting for the first time in a long time.
Yes, it's very, very exciting. Is this our first time for the year?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you've uploaded your video, but
yeah.
Apart from that one, together, our first one for the year. That's very exciting. Well, I'm hoping that now I can be like more invested too.
Good. Okay.
In saying that, I was telling Sarah before, I don't have my results for the next month. Guys, I'm not feeling super hopeful. And I'm not that person who's like, oh my god, I failed. I'm not that person. I've never felt like that person. I've never been that person. It's fine. I can live blissfully ignorant for a month, enjoy my naps, enjoy going to work and for the exciting things coming to ED and on my actual job, and then not worry about it. So that's where we're at.
I'll drink that.
Yeah.
What are we drinking?
Oh, yes, what we're drinking. Mine's still really hot, but...
Mine's lukewarm.
Are you serious?
No, like by my standards, it's lukewarm.
Well, I did put cold milk in it, so sorry. We are drinking some just, I want to say it's English breakfast tea, but it's actually technically not. Oh, maybe it still counts as English. It's basically, I'm of Sri Lankan background, and the tea in Sri Lanka is arguably the best tea. It's just like all the loose, like I bring back packs, or my parents bring back packs of like the loose leaf tea. So it's that, and it's like with condensed milk, because everyone
needs a little sweetness in there.
Everyone's gonna get diabetes, but it's just how I've grown up having tea now. It's like with condensed milk and like a splash of normal milk.
And what do I live?
Just great. It keeps it nice and concentrated. I don't know how to explain it. Like when I put normal milk in, I feel like it dilutes out the tea. Whereas when I put in condensed milk, it's like really strong still, which is what I like. Anyway, enough about tea.
Okay, so first things first, what are you wearing?
So I am wearing my favorite V-neck. I've forgotten everything. My V-neck. No, it's V-neck slipover. So I think it's just called V-neck.
Just the petite knit V-neck slipover.
Yeah, it's a goodie, an oldie but a goodie, but I love it. And in all seriousness, guys, I went through like a very crammy stage. So I have I've got no finished objects. I haven't even.
You've got a whip?
Yeah, but they're the same. So
what about the colourwork?
Yeah, but I've talked about that.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
The Scandia one?
Yeah, I have.
I haven't seen it.
Are you serious?
I am serious. When you were like, I haven't got anything to show you, I was like, I hope you're wrong.
No, I've
seen a picture on your Instagram. But like, and you showed the yarn when you just started or something.
Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. We're not normally just organized.
This is like next level. Anyway.
Okay, I'm just getting it just for
like future reference.
Okay, so apart from what I'm wearing, I don't actually have any finished objects. I have lots of yarn acquisitions though that I'm excited to talk about.
As you should after a traumatic experience like that exam.
And I will have more stuff coming because now I've got more time. So I'm really excited about that. But I'm sure Sarah will also have things to make up for my lack thereof.
Never.
Finished objects.
That's not the point. It's not about like churning stuff out. It's about chatting about the thing that we love most.
Well, oh gosh, like I can't deal with that pressure. If that's like what it's going to take to make a video, no,
not about that. I am wearing.
Tell me.
My newest finished object, which is this is a Tolsta tee by Rebecca Clow of the Clow.
It's so cute.
But I added the Henley myself.
Oh, that's like my favorite part. I mean, I'm the Cray Bear is great, but like also I love the Henley on it. Like,
thanks. I mean, I think the magic of this pattern is that it's designed to be modifiable, so you can add lots of little, like add details and flourishes as you want, because it's kind of like a framework pattern. Like it's really like, it's a basic raglan tee pattern. And so I just worked out how to put in a Henley, which I feel really clever about, actually. Really
it looks so good.
Thanks.
Like it's like the perfect summery top.
Yeah, so I made it in the Knitting for Olive silk.
Oh, okay. How do you find it?
Not nice to knit with.
Fair.
Do not love the knitting experience. Like it feels really chalky or something. Like it's really dry. And I think at one point I just like put it on some old bamboo needles that were like not very slippy, and the whole thing was like,
oh,
it was just like, sorry.
I know the feeling.
Like I had to move things around so I could get them on my metal chow goose, just because that was the only thing that I could bear to knit it on. It's a 4-ply, and so it was just like from here down, like just like infinite stockinette, which is fine, but by the end I was a bit done with it.
Yeah, fair. Also, I don't think that's on Knitting for Olive, to be fair.
It's just the nature of silk.
I think silk knitting is like that.
No, that's
I was
just silk.
talking to Andy about this, one of our good friends, and she had like, we had, excuse me.
Okay, have a sip of tea.
We had both just bought a whole bunch of silk.
Yeah.
And she started knitting with it first and straight up said, there's a reason that we knit with wool.
Yeah. I probably won't be rushing back to knit with silk, but I think that's probably because the more I think about it, the more I'm like not super invested in summer projects. Like they take a lot more effort to wear, and it's just too hot most of the time here to wear them in summer.
To wear even the summer tops?
Yeah, like
I feel like that.
Yeah, like maybe today, but like thanks. But maybe today, but like I don't know. Most of the time, like full summer here, it's too hot for knits.
Yeah, but I think it depends. Like you're not making like a summer jumper.
Yeah.
You're making like I reckon you could do it.
I'll see.
Like
Anyway,
little cami and stuff.
I'm probably like, because I've got a few, and I'm not reaching for them a huge amount.
Yeah.
But anyway, for one reason or another, I probably won't make.
You've done your thing. You've done your thing.
Anyway,
you've done your bit.
But this is so I did this in the 4-ply pattern because the pattern has an 8-ply and a 4-ply version. But even still, I went down a needle size, and so my gauge was smaller, so I went up a size.
Yeah, right.
So the pattern, I wrote this down.
And I think it's good because the fabric is like, for it to be a summer top, like you don't want to be wearing a layer underneath, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want it to be too
like open. And because I initially swatched on the pattern, on the needles that the pattern recommends, which is 3.25, but that made it too open. So I went down to a 3, which meant my gauge went from 24 stitches to 28 stitches, so I had to go up a needle size. So, which meant I had even more stockinette to do, but it was a good challenge, like working out how to add the Henley, but you essentially almost work it as a cardigan and then join in the round, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, because it's top down.
So you kind of like, it's top down, and you kind of, normally you'd start working in the round, but instead you go backwards and forwards until you get to this point, and then you join in the round, add a few stitches in the middle.
But then, and then short rows on the back?
Yeah.
Like normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So it took a little bit of like working out maths and stuff to work out how to kind of incorporate the short rows and go backwards and forwards rather than in the round as the pattern suggests.
And then the ribbing, did you do that? How did you go about that?
The pattern says to start at the top of the ribbing, but because I wanted wanted the ribbing on top of this band, if that makes sense. I'll show you. So I wanted this to sit on top of this. I ended up casting on at the bottom of the ribbing, like at the bottom, starting here and then picking up stitches and then knitting up and then doing a sewing bind off.
Yeah, right.
Does that make sense?
It looks good. It looks great. You've done it. Stunning.
Like the little cap sleeves.
I love it.
Like the drape.
I love the length.
I like how the silk feels now that it's done.
I'm not going to lie to you, like I'm looking at this and I know you've just like given it a terrible review of a fun project, but I really want to knit one
The problem is like knitting it I didn't love, wearing it is actually really nice.
It might be just like my chore project on the side that never gets touched and is going to be ready in 2 summers time.
That's fine. Like I think it's good to have a little stockinette project on the side all the time.
Yeah. Totally. And then like you just take it, force yourself to do it like on a plane ride, just take it, just that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't care, I'm like watching movies half the time anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah. But this is my first finished object.
I love. Great start to the summer.
Yeah, feeling good. I have one more, but I can't show it I can't show much of it because it's a secret test knit.
Which feels so spicy.
Feels so juicy.
Wait, I think I saw this advertised. Can you say who it was with?
It's for Rebecca from the Cray Bay again.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I haven't seen it.
I feel like maybe Cray Bay is like my petite knit of 2024.
Yeah, maybe.
So I can show a little bit of the colour work. So maybe I can show that, and then when the pattern comes out in March or April, I can then show the whole thing. But I finished it, so I thought I'd kind of like give a little sneak peek.
Sorry. I feel like
such a tease.
I need to filter my reactions.
This feels like such a tease for me to be like, ooh, I would like have a secret that I'm only like, I don't know, okay, maybe I can just do this. I don't know if that's too much. Anyway,
we can decide later.
Whatever.
Just
but this is another finished object, which
I love it.
I'm enjoying.
Amazing. Okay, so
what's next? Show me some whips.
Okay, well, in terms of whips, I have still going my Noro zipper sweater by Petite Knit.
The one you're doing for yourself?
To be fair, it's so close to done, it's a joke. I'm doing that thing. I'm not even going to bring it out because it's shameful. One sleeve has needles attached to it, just needs to be cast off. And in the bottom, I've just finished like literally maybe... It was actually the night before my exam. I like relax a bit and watch some TV. But I need to bind it off, and then I just need to do the actual zipper bit, and then it's done. So it's very close. Yeah.
Next time.
Very close. Yeah, but also like it's so hot. Like I'm not wearing that.
Like it's hard to motivate yourself.
Yeah, totally. And then I've still got my gingham sweater, which I haven't really done anything extra compared to what I showed last time. And then,
but
I do have. I'm a little bit like. Is it in here? Oh my god, it's not in here, Sarah.
Where is it?
This is the Scandia. Is it Scandia?
Yeah. Scandia knits.
Yes, Scandia knits. It's... I don't remember the name of it. My brain has just injected anything else.
But anything that was not necessary for your exam.
But it's so beautiful. Alright, I'll show you what I've done.
It looks so amazing.
I'm so obsessed with it. Like, obviously it's not Christmas anymore, guys, but like, I don't care. Like, I'm still going to be working on this as like a
it'll be ready for Christmas in July.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it looks so good. And this tweed is so perfect with the little, you know what, it's kind of like fairy lights.
Yeah, it's like Christmas lights, because if you guys remember, I wasn't sure about what yarn to use, and
I think you did a few swaps and stuff.
I did, but it's got these like little, it's kind of hard to see with the sun on the camera, but it's got these little flecks of red and, oh, you can see it there, little flecks of red and green in it. And then the matching yarn in like the creamy color. I'm trying to remember even what the yarn is called. It's an Izia yarn. It's like an Izia tweed yarn. They don't have
Is the main color?
Both of them. Yeah, and there's 2 colors.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the pattern's really fun because you're really motivated to finish each little vignette.
Yeah.
And then the way that her pattern's designed is that she shows you how to do each of the vignettes. Like she has a little grid for the vignettes, and then you can pick and choose and decide what you want in there, how much of it you want, and do it yourself. And then if you look in other people's projects, like, you know, on Ravelry, you can see other people's.
And like how much of it they've done.
Yeah, you can see how much of it they've done, how that looks. Also, like what those different little designs look like, knit it up and pick your favorites. So I have to say, like, I don't have regrets, but it looks stunning. I love
incredible.
it.
It's like a work of art.
Well, this is as much as I kind of want to do in terms of colour work, and then I want to do the rest. Like, it's a hard, I don't know, I couldn't decide, but I think this is how much colour work I want to do. I didn't want to do the full thing in colour work.
That's a lot.
And then knit plain to the bottom, and then I thought I might put like a little
little cute one at the bottom.
Like this little cute one just at the bottom. But the vignettes are so cute, and I want to include so many of them, which is so tricky. So obviously, like, I just started with the pattern because I had it was my first. You know, when you like start, you just don't want to complicate it. So I kind of did up to here, included the snowflake, and I was like, great, love it. And then I was like, well, obviously I want the reindeer. So I did the reindeer. Excellent. And then I was like, well, symmetry, like, and also this I thought was a cuter snowflake than this snowflake. So I did this one, and I was like, but now I want the Christmas trees, but it's getting too low. And I was like, and I want both kind of Christmas trees included. So I was like, okay, how can I include the Christmas trees? And then I thought maybe I could do the Christmas trees at the bottom, but then like it just doesn't look as seamless. Like I've seen, because they're kind of like conical, like it just kind of doesn't look quite right.
I think a little pattern at the bottom.
But then where do the Christmas trees go? And it's a Christmas sweater. I was so upset. I was sort of like, do I just undo the whole thing and start? Because like ideally I should have just started with Christmas trees.
Nah.
But then I was thinking maybe I'll do Christmas trees on the cuff. I just really want to put a Christmas tree somewhere. Anyway, so that's where we're up to.
Love it. It looks so cool.
The yarn is...
I'm so excited to see this block.
Yeah. It's and like apparently this yarn like blooms amazingly. Actually, if I'm being completely honest with you, it looks slightly better on camera. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, probably a bit.
Like I'm not complaining.
No. I think it just needs a block, and I think this is giving an example of what it might look like.
What I mean by that is you can see the like reindeer as reindeer and the snowflakes as snowflakes a little bit better on camera
than I can.
Than we can in real life, but it's because it does need a block and the yarn blooms
and
amazingly
it
for
needs to flatten out.
Yeah, and then I think it'll look even better in real life. I can look closer to what's on the camera.
But yeah, God, it looks so good.
I love it. It's also
I
knitted it in like a 4-ply, which is good for Australia. It's not too thick.
Yeah.
Particularly
especially
for
when
colour
it's
work.
double thickness.
Yeah,
I remember I made a Farrow once, and it was it was too thick to wear most of the time because like it was too hot. Perfect, beautiful. Look at these floats. Oh.
Also, as someone who doesn't knit continental, the thought of like trying to figure out the whole, I mean, I've done it before, like knitting color work, like with 2 hands and stuff.
What do? You just put one, you just put
I
one
have
down?
one in one hand and one in the other.
Yeah.
And I've tried both ways, and
like having both on the left. I've tried that too, and I can't do it.
I can't do it. I've tried the little ring thing. I've tried putting one down, and and it's just too painful when you've got like knit one stitch, one stitch, especially for the raglan, the gingham sweater. That's a nightmare to do it that way.
No.
And I have to say I've like gotten quite used to it, and it's become really enjoyable, which I love.
I feel like we really got the like colour work bug from people in the Northern Hemisphere all doing colour work for like their winter, and I had a real itch for colour work despite the fact it was like 40 degrees.
Oh, truly. Like, and even in terms of my shopping, I'm like, I'm not buying it because I'm like, I should just knit it because I love knitting and it makes sense to knit it. But man, I am dying for like a Fair Isle V-neck vest. I just want to knit, and like all the like Mary Wallen stuff.
Yeah.
Really craving that at the moment. I've joined a Facebook group, but it's like specifically a Fair Isle one, and seeing everyone's stuff on there is draw worthy. There's too many things that I want to make.
Nice.
Anyway, so that's my only new thing. So
beautiful. I have a whip.
Yes, show us.
Sorry. Oh god, I got this stuff now. So
sorry. Calm.
I am
the colour
working on, this is the Julesgenser. This is from the Sadnessgarn book called Soft for Women, or Mictildam. It's basically, I think, kind of like their answer to the ranunculus. I love this. Also, I feel like the camera's making it look more cream. It's got a more sort of lemon, lemon sorbet. That's what I'm getting. The colour is called Elderflower. I think we spent an entire like 5 minutes in a previous episode trying to like capture what this colour is. But anyway, this is the Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair in the colour Elderflower, which is a colour I am like very obsessed with.
This is beautiful. It's so delicate.
So yeah, it's like a lace yoke pullover. I've done all of the lace work. I don't know, it's probably
no, you can see it. You can see it really
there?
well. Yeah, you can see it really
I'm excited. This is another one. I'm very excited to block it out and like let the lace open up even more, because it's still a little bit like bouncy and stuff.
It looks so good. I'm also like quite intrigued how, you know, when you've got like a fluffy yarn, it can like hide the details a little bit, but it shows up really well.
So this is beautiful. I love it. I don't know how much more fine yarn projects I can deal with between like this was knitted on 3mm, this is on a 3mm
Well,
needle.
I was just looking at, I'm sorry. This looks machine knit, guys. Look at like, I feel like it's so fine. Like,
yeah, I think that was
collar,
I think that was even on a 2.75mm or something.
That's surprising. Like, it looks like it's smaller. Like, it looks like thread.
Anyway, so this is my current stockinette project. It's hard because it's probably not a complete TV knit and that you do need to check on it just because it's really fine and stuff. But this is my current project and I'm excited to get it done. I love this colour. I'm so
nice.
into the elderflower. But yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm going through I'm just in my neutrals phase.
How are you, if you don't mind me asking, planning on wearing it? Because I love this idea in theory.
Yeah. I presume just with like
nude underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a nude coloured bra or something.
Yeah.
Nude underneath,
I'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, nude underneath.
Yeah, I know. I realised as I said it, I was like,
yeah. Oh no, like I'm not. No.
That's
not really my.
But you knew what
I knew what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I presume so. I'm just gonna play and see what.
Yeah.
Like what's gonna look best.
Yeah.
We will see.
I'm so excited for it.
But it's really nice. It's been a really enjoyable knit. The lace was really fun to work through. Again, like you just want to work on the next bit and the next bit. But it's lovely. A lot to love. And this is from like that pattern book that I made such a big effort to buy, and I've only just started knitting patterns out of it. But there's this one, and I want to make another one from that same book this year.
Gorgeous.
But that's my main whip at the moment. I feel like I was struck by a lot of chaotic cast on energy.
Good.
Maybe like over Christmas, New Year, and so I've got like 3 rows of like lots of little projects. So that's the only one that's got any substance to it because I don't know.
But do you want to still show them anyway?
Well, I've not brought any of them.
But
like it's just too overwhelming. Like there's so many like random things and I don't know what's gonna actually turn into a finished object.
It's tricky, isn't it?
But we'll see. What else?
Well, the rest of mine are acquisitions. Some of them are your acquisitions.
Great. Oh, I have like I have an acquisition for you.
Oh.
But it's not really like, anyway.
An acquisition for me.
Are you ready?
Wait! Shut up! Shut up!
No!
Sarah! When did this happen? I don't even remember giving this to you.
No, because I stole it. I smuggled it out of your house.
This is the best thing ever. This makes me so happy. I was like, I would never have let you take this to do this job because it would have been so much work.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, guys, we should probably just tell you what this is. So this yarn, this is Ren and Ollie, and this is
is it Ren and
Ochre.
Ollie?
This is Ochre.
Is
No,
it?
this is Javul.
Yeah.
This was a mistake, actually. This is Ren and Ollie. No, this is Ochre, the reddish one. Full ply.
Yeah.
This is Javul. Also full ply sock yarn.
That's a sock yarn. Yeah.
This is also sock yarn. This is Ren and Ollie in, I want to say the colour's called Shell. Right, it's beautiful. It's got pinks in it. It's got flecks in it. I love it. This is when I first decided to start making colour work, and I thought it would be a great idea to make colour work with this. And those are my contrast colours, and it was awful. And it was too tight across here because I didn't know that you need to do floats loosely, and I hated it. And I was like so far along, like I'm pretty sure I had like a sleeve left. And I was like, nah, I hate it. I want to undo it. I want to salvage the yarn. I was going to use Sarah's like knitting noddy, and then I was going to like wash it and stuff. And she's just done all that work for me. And I was procrastinating it for ages because I was like, so much work for so little gain. Thank you so much. This is like the best thing ever.
So in the last video I made, I like filmed like fixing this yarn for you, and I wasn't sure if you were going to see it or not, and everyone's like, oh, I want to see Paige's reaction.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'm really glad you didn't watch it.
And you know what's so funny? I was going to watch it like last night or this morning, and then I didn't have time.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Oh, this worked out so good.
But when I
can't believe you like.
When I was doing it, I was like, I don't know what this yarn is. I'll have to ask Paige. So now
I'm pretty sure
the story is.
It's definitely Ren and Ollie sock yarn, and
It's
I'm
beautiful.
like 90% sure it's either shell or praline, but I'm pretty
not
sure
praline.
it's then shell. It's shell. But yeah, I love it. I'm so excited to actually be able to use it now, because how cute would socks actually be in this as well?
I feel like you could still do a pullover like that with a mohair.
Yeah, it
Would
just
look
needs
beautiful.
something to soften it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was
I
just
think
cute.
with like a neutral coloured mohair.
This is a thought for another time. But thank you so much.
Pleasure.
What I have to admit, I got really confused because in that this bag as well, like this
That's
is
where it's
such
been
a,
stored for the last like.
and it's a very
years.
triggering like set of colors in a very triggering bag. Like that's what I associate it with. But I was like, no, but it's the same yarn, but it's in the same bag, but it's not the ugly thing. So confusing. Okay, this is amazing. Thank you. All right. And then acquisitions.
Yeah, now I'm ready for some acquisitions.
Okay, should we go through our acquisition first from...
Yes.
Yeah?
So,
I just smiled looking.
I can't remember how this started. I think...
So, how it started was Sarah did what she normally does. It goes, I'm thinking of doing an order from Garntopia. And I'll be like, I'm on a yarn bag, but count me in. And then we make an order. And the reason was they were releasing Poppy, which was... how do you describe Poppy?
I'm surprised. I think I lost my tiny mind over Poppy, and I thought
We both did.
everyone else would too, and then no one else did.
No one else said. We were so obnoxious about it. We were like, it's definitely going to sell out. Like, I was like, if we
We need
don't
to
order
find it.
on release, it's going to go. Like, we don't want to miss
I
out.
thought everyone would love it, and maybe they have.
And
but-
then I couldn't decide which one to get. So I toed and froed about this one that we did get that we will show you, and then the one that looks like little fruit tingles.
Yeah.
So much, but I decided this was
This is
more
the one.
wearable and autumny.
Yeah.
So we ordered a whole heap of like jumper quantity each of this yarn. It is, yeah, as we said, Poppy. In what color was it in the end? There are only like three.
There was 4 colours.
Sorry, 4 colors.
And most of them were on like a fairly light base within like colours or like flecks, but this one is probably on more of a beige base. This is colour 2311. But Poppy is a yarn by Sandisgarn. It is 50% alpaca, 35% cotton, 15% merino. And it's kind of got, it's like a chain yarn. I don't know if it's hard to say. I don't know.
It's a chain yarn, it's fluffy. If I remember correctly, the yardage was decent.
110 meters per 50 grams.
Yeah, so like pretty good.
Do you know what I'm really excited to knit with this, because I really wanted a chunky yarn after all my like summer fine knits. I'm like, I'm so excited to knit with this. It looks like from the samples from the Sandisgarn
Looked awesome.
promo, it looked awesome. It's kind of like fleck but not fleck, like
And then-
speckled but not speckled.
It's like watercolor almost, like it blends all into each other, which is
Yeah.
really nice. They had a really beautiful neutral as well. The only reason I didn't get the neutral is because we have so much like Bendigo woolen mills and like
which it was quite similar.
yeah. So this was just a little bit different, which is
But this one with like greens and blues and a little bit of orange in it. So yeah, we both have a whole jumper quantity of this. I'm really excited.
I'm so excited. And then in terms of other things we got in the same order,
Oh, I got 2 balls of Sunday by Sandisgarn as well. This is one of the petite knit colours, which I think is called like pine, maybe. It's colour 9581. I've knit with the double Sunday, but I've not knit with the Sunday single or the 4-ply, the fingering weight before, and I want to make a muscle boa hat out of this.
very cute.
Muscle boa beanie.
I also wanted to make a beanie, and I wanted to make it in this like crimson red sort of color. This is Sunday. Well, sorry, this is actually double Sunday.
Oh, these are both petite knit colours.
Yeah.
Look at us.
I can't get it to focus, but regardless, it doesn't matter because you know, it's just double Sunday. And the main reason I wanted it is because I've really been wanting to try the alpaca folgatrad. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I got it in the same color. It's the lace weight alpaca. Yeah, it is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 100% alpaca lace weight, and it's just got like a tiny bit of floof to it. And I basically wanted to do it like, hold it together like it's a mohair, essentially, and see like what it's like in terms of being a little bit fluffy, but not as
like
hairy
mohairy fluffy.
Yeah, particularly because, you know, like mohair, as much as I like it, can be a little bit irritating. So I'm excited to do this. And I was going to do a beanie, but in hindsight, is this how much you need for a beanie? I don't know. I would have, no, but as in, is it too much? But regardless, I remember calculating it at the time, like strategically. So it must be. So I love the color. I love how it came out. It's like a crimson red cross blood orange vibe.
And it's almost like raspberry.
Yeah, it's a cool color.
It's good.
Yeah.
But look, the main reason we ordered was for the poppy, and I am gonna have to work hard to not cast it on, and I have to cast off a few other, like, I have to get going and something. Stop it. I'm going to do it. Like, I'm lying to myself. YOLO.
All right. And then you are going to kill me over my next purchase.
Never.
Okay, so Sarah has asked, like, Paige, I know you're on a yarn ban, but I am thinking of making an order while they have 20% off from this New Zealand store of some unspun yarn, because I really want to try unspun yarn, and that'll be really exciting. Little did she know, about a month earlier, when I was in the depths of my exam doom, I would like procrastinate by going through like our comments on our videos, and someone had recommended a place called it's not Wool Barn, that's where you worked. Wool Chambers, Australian. I will show it to you after this as well, and we can look at it and look at the New Zealand one as well. Saying like, if you like rustic kind of yarns, you might like Wool Chambers, like you should have a look. And I was very intrigued, had a look, and so they have.
I'm a bit nervous, like.
Yeah, I'm nervous for you. They have heaps of unspun yarn, and the lady who owns it, who is super lovely, because it's like it's a small business, and I can't remember how she gets it, but it's a small business, and so she doesn't always have everything listed, but she has a lot of colors on there. You can kind of see what it's like, see what the prices are like. And then I just saw a lot of colors that I liked that were sold out, so I messaged her and said, you know, do you know if you're getting any more in these like other sorts of colors that I'm interested in? And she's like, I've got a whole heap. When I get home, I'll send you pics. And she sent me pics, and then I was like, I can't choose. And then I ended up getting heaps, and it was really affordable too. And it's like, I don't know how to say the word. I'll show you anyway. I'll just show you.
Come on now.
Anyway. Sarah's gonna lose her tiny mind.
I mean, it's lost. It's long gone.
This is like the least exciting of the colours too. So I'll just show you what it is. It's these unspun yarn plates. They come in plates like this. And when you knit them up, they're super, super, super squishy, light, but when they're knit, they have a lot of lightness to it. They're really warm and airy, but it's a really fragile fiber to knit with. But once it's knit up, it's extremely hard wearing because it just needs to be knit up. And as you can see, it's unspun, so I don't know how to get it to show you.
It's so nice.
It's very cool. And anyway, so I wanted to do, I don't know if you're meant to do color work with this. I want to do some color work with it.
Ooh.
But this is,
so have you got a second color?
I've got 3 colors. I've got about 2 to 3 jumper quantities.
It's so like squishy, but
yeah, I know. Anyway, let me show you the other colors, because this you will lose your tiny mind. I'm scared for you, Sarah.
Oh my god! Oh, so beautiful.
So, in terms of ply and thickness,
Look at this color.
This one is designed to be sort of knit with you holding 2 strands together, and this one is a thicker one. It's equivalent, just 1 strand. It's the equivalent of 2 of these strands.
Oh my god, this is so nice. Smells so good.
It's like, is it Plutolupi?
Plutolupi, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but I think
But
it's
is
a
it-
slightly different variation, and I think, I can't remember what the difference was. I'll have to look
Is
it
this
up.
a brand? Like, what is this? Does this have a brand, or is this just like some random lady from the wool chambers?
I think it's a random lady. But, well,
Yeah,
basically
cool.
it's like Plutolupi, but it's slightly different, and
Because there's a few, like, I think more.
she describes it. I probably should have looked this up properly before I got on here and started talking about it. But maybe I'll talk about it in the next video, because, yeah, she described it in the description, and other people who have knit with Plutolupi before have said that this is like, it's kind of like a softer version.
Okay.
Slightly less rustic, but like for me this feels rustic, because compared to like our merino,
Everything's rustic.
Me just like a baby.
I
Did you know I work in peace?
I just can't stop squishing it.
Yeah, it's squishable.
Ooh.
And sorry, those are two of
Okay,
the
okay.
colours. And then I wanted a rich brown.
Oh my god. I've got to say, oh my god.
Our camera always shows us up a bit gothic. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but this is like, it's a cool toned rich brown. I have a lot of warm toned browns, and I love cool toned browns.
Yeah, this suits you.
And so I wanted specifically a cool tone, which is why I messaged her, because she only had like super duper warm tone browns, and
Yeah.
this was like sold out. But they're all kind of like, they're not one of a kind, obviously, because I bought so much of one each color, but they're somewhat one of a kind, in that like she doesn't like restock colors, because it's like not really a thing. So if you want to buy, like, you kind of have to buy your quantity there and then.
Do you reckon she ships international?
Yeah,
Good to
for
know.
sure. She's on Etsy as well. So she's on Etsy, and then she has her own like website. The website is a bit archaic.
That's
It's
when you know
very
it's good, though.
it's very like, I have built this website.
Yeah.
You know, but she's really responsive on, like, I was messaging her on Etsy and she was super responsive, and I'm pretty sure I ended up bank transferring her, which I know is not like the safest method of payment, but honestly, like, whatever. And she was great. It was, yeah, it came and it was awesome, and I love it.
I've
And
just got to say, I'm a little disappointed that I was not contacted.
I know you picked her. It's because at the time, firstly, I didn't know how it would pan out.
Yeah, true.
And I also didn't realize I was going to be ordering this much when I did, and because it was like kind of via message, it was all a bit chaotic.
True.
But I'm going to be ordering more, for sure, because I love it, and I don't know if it's going to be suitable for colourwork, but I'm going to try.
Give it a whirl, see what happens.
Yeah, there are some really nice colourwork knits that I've been eyeing on, so I thought that would work well, and that's why I bought the white. Like, the cream is like the least exciting of the colours. It's also the hardest to get your hands on, though.
Makes sense.
And it's a great contrast colour for colourwork. So
Ooh, love that.
yeah, and then I have one more acquisition.
Ooh.
So this is controversial, actually. I purchased, remember how I came and purchased like 13 balls of Maya alpaca?
Oh yeah, you made like the shop assistant like ring around.
Yeah, I'm the worst. Don't bring that up now. Anyway,
Because you returned it.
I returned it. No, because I returned it for credit. I'm going to buy, like, because they've just restocked all their
cool,
colours.
cool.
So I want to
Yeah.
buy different colours. The reason being because the grey, I liked it, but it wasn't the perfect grey for me. It was a little bit too dark of a grey. It's really hard to pick that up on camera on a website. And I was just chilling out at Sunspun in Camberwell doing, I don't know why was I there?
You just ended up in the
I
yarns.
just found myself in Camberwell, like 20k from where I live. I don't know. And they had this yarn, which is a yarn that our friend Anthea used to knit something up, and she had amazing reviews for it. She said it's the softest yarn she's ever used.
Yeah,
It
this
feels
is
like the
outrageous.
softest yarn that I felt. It is an alpaca kind of yarn.
Kind of. It's 100%.
It's 100% baby alpaca, pure extra fine. It's called the Juniper Moon Farm Harriet yarn.
It's like butter.
It's
so like,
soft. It's made in Peru, and it says it's like it says. Why does it say light? Anyway, it's an eight ply, 100 grams, 200
it's so
meters.
squishy.
It's so squishy, and it's a really like light, icy,
Yeah,
a very icy grey, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted something, as I said before,
Cool
like a bit more
toned.
cool toned
Yeah.
and a bit icier. So I've got that, and that perfect plain raglan that I wanted to knit is going to be knit out of this instead.
Lovely.
So that is
beautiful.
why
I approve. Oh, it's so soft.
I've talked about this already in a previous vid, I'm pretty sure. And then I actually did have a finished object actually, but
What?
I haven't got it here.
What one?
I finished the cute little jumpsuit romper for my friend's baby, but I've given it to her already. But if you want to see it, you can check it out on my Instagram.
Oh yeah, I'll put a picture up too.
It worked out really cute.
Yeah, it looks cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, here's you being like, I got nothing. Whips, finished objects.
No, just the one. I have to say, it was a very satisfying knit. I did use the petite knit pattern and I altered it slightly.
Oh, and then you put the lace from the other one on top of it?
Yeah, so the lace is from the Fortune sweater. It's just like where I learned how to do it. It's very easy. It's just like a very quick repeat.
Yeah.
And I just did it on like the center stitches of
Oh, that's right.
it. And it just added a little bit more detail. And everyone at work and the recipient thought I was very smart and very fancy for knowing how to do the laciness. Her literal words were, "Oh my gosh, there are holes in it where they're meant to be. Like there are deliberate holes in it that look nice." Anyway, so I was very, very proud of it. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. I don't think there's anything else I was going to mention.
I don't have anything else. I've talked well enough.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you everyone. Thank you for all your lovely support. Thank you to everyone who's joined us since our What We Knit in 2023 video.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the lovely comments. All the people who said nice things about all of the things that I mended and were really encouraging and really motivated to fix things themselves. It was a really nice vibe and a nice community of everyone being fixing things, which was nice.
That's so, yeah, you guys are awesome. Even the people who have been messaging me over the last few weeks about, encouraging things about my exam or just little things like that. It was so sweet. It was really sweet. You guys are really wonderful. So thank you so much for supporting us and for watching our videos. It made me so excited to also finish up so that I can put more into helping Sarah with all the editing and put more into filming and
getting amongst the knitting again.
Yeah, putting more attention to it. It's really motivating and it brings more joy to it. So yeah.
I'm excited for a good 2024 of knitting. I'm excited for us to maybe talk about plans in the next video maybe or something.
Yeah.
Look, I've just floated this. This is brand
No, I'm down. I'm this pretty sure I said that for this
true,
video, but also there's absolutely no way we're an hour in.
We're too deep. We'll see you soon. Until then.
Bye. Thanks guys.